Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at gold today. Gold was on the move today, to say the very least. This is our 30-minute chart in gold, and you can see that really through most of the London session, gold just kind of chopped sideways a little bit, bounced off the 200 EMA a couple times. Nothing unusual. We know that the 200 and the 50 EMAs are definitely sticking points on these 30-minute charts. And gold came in this morning, the pit opened and actually tried to push a little higher, tried to get up through the 50 EMA, poked up above it a couple different times, but continued to fail and finally rejected at the 50 EMA. This bar ended up being really bearish, left that topping tail, and the entire body of this bar was selling, causing the 5 and the 13 to cross to the downside. And then we went into some consolidation. This doji right here indicating some consolidation. And then the next bar, little topping tail, and then bombs away. We broke underneath the 200 EMA with a really bearish bar, opened at the top, closed at the bottom, followed by another really bearish bar, opened at the top, closed at the bottom. We got extended, you can see right here, significantly undervalued, 2 bars in a row. And as is usually the case, we hit significantly undervalued. We usually either pull back, consolidate, or reverse. Usually we pull back and consolidate. And that's what we ended up doing. Had a pullback on this bar. And then you can see through the whole lunch hour, the gold was just sideways. Doji, 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 doji. And then FOMC minutes were released, and FOMC minutes definitely got gold back on the move again. Initial reaction was a rip to the upside, left the topping tail, and then gold made a really strong move back to the downside again. The bar had opened right there, made that initial push to the upside. The entire body was all selling, pushed down, pulled back up a little bit, left a bottoming tail, opened again, pushed down one more time, and then left a bottoming tail and kind of picked back up. Consolidated, triggered a bear flag for one final push down, and then just kind of chopped into the close. But as you can see, gold was definitely on the move today. This is what it looks like on our Unirenko chart. And this, of course, is our primary trading chart. And this was that initial move to the upside in gold. We had a nice Trender Pro 2.0 wick off the 18 signal. This is the larger bar chart, so this was good for 3 targets to the upside or $300 per contract. And then we started failing at the 50 EMA. And 50 EMA was right in here. This was that little push above, and then we rejected back to the downside. And you can see we had a Trender Pro setup right here, turned a mild bearish, wick out of the cloud, had a decent push down. And this is where that doji was happening. We went into consolidation right through this section right in here. And then right here is where we triggered that doji to the downside. And again, nice trend reversal breakout right here. Push down, Trender Pro 2.0 signal off the 18, another signal off the 18. Got a little sideways right there. Another signal off the 34. A little more consolidation, then a final push to the downside. And then we went into lunch. Consolidated through lunch. This was that whole section where we consolidated through lunch. And then right in here is when FOMC meetings were released. And this was that initial reaction to the upside. Again, nice Trender Pro 2.0 signal off the 18 to the upside. That would have been good for 4 targets or $400 per contract. And then this is where it left the tail. You could call this a trend reversal breakout. Really, a couple bars is not really good enough for me to be a pivot point here. So to me, it's really not a trend reversal breakout. We did break the uptrend though. This was your previous pivot low. We broke underneath that, broke under the cloud, set up one of our favorite trade setups, break the cloud, pull back into the cloud, make a wick off the moving averages and out of the cloud in the direction we want to trade. Nice Trender Pro 2.0 signal off the 34, and then gold made another really nice push to the downside. Little consolidation right there, then another move to the downside. Here's where we were hitting significantly undervalued again, and then we just went into consolidation. So lots of really good opportunities in gold today. Gold was definitely on the move.